Well, welcome, beautiful people. This video is going to be very interesting. It's about how to open up a bank account in the Philippines through a Filipino bank. And that's going to be pretty challenging. I've tried several times, and uh, the bottom line is it's going to be pretty difficult because you got to have, uh, when you get your ACRI card, it says on the bottom right hand corner that you're a tourist. They're very scared about giving bank accounts to people that are tourists. Now, it doesn't mean you can't get it. Each bank is independently make their own decision. So you could go to one BPO bank and they will tell you definitely no. And then you might find the one that will say yes. So it's up to the general manager that if you're going to be allowed to open one there. I've been looking now for at least 6 months, and unfortunately, it's not what you know, it's who you know. You're too high of a risk. Now, if you got an SRRV, where you got a retirement visa here, then you'll get one with no problems. There are some mandatory stays, like 1 year, which is no big deal. But to get your visa, your residency visa, then you'll be able to get an account real quick. So enjoy the video. It'll kind of give you some insights on how to do it. I've spoken to several people that they have a tourist ACR card, and they were able to get accounts. When I went to that bank, unfortunately, they refused me because I didn't know anybody there. So enjoy the video, take down some notes, and I'll catch you on the tail end. Bye.
If you plan to move to the beautiful Philippines, you may find yourself wanting to open a bank account. Even if you maintain existing checking or savings accounts at home, to pay certain bills or to manage your savings. You may find that you need a local account to pay local expenses and so that your salary can be deposited into it. Alternatively, you could open an international account with your current bank, if they have that option, or you could open an offshore bank account that can be accessed from wherever you are. If you have decided that you want or need a bank account in the Philippines, you should be prepared for a bureaucratic process in getting one. While the requirements are fairly straightforward, they will vary depending on the bank you choose, and the processing might not be as fast as you are used to at home. To open a bank account in the Philippines, you will need to apply in person at a local branch of your chosen bank. You will need an Alien Certificate of Registration Identity Card, ACRI card, which is the officially recognized identification card for foreigners. You can apply for an ACRI card even on a temporary visitor's visa, as long as you have been in the Philippines for more than 59 days. Almost all banks require you to be a resident in the Philippines for at least 6 months to open a bank account in Philippine pesos. But some banks may allow you to open a dollar or other foreign currency savings account much earlier, after 2 months, or with less documentation. Some banks will accept other proof of identity and legal status in the country, like the immigrant certification of registration, as sufficient documentation to support your application. But you will likely have to sit down with the bank manager to discuss your circumstances in order to be approved. English and Filipino are the country's 2 official languages. And you should have no problem conducting bank business in English. You will also need your passport, proof of address, usually a rental agreement or utility bills, 2 passport-sized photographs, and a minimum deposit. The amount the minimum deposit will vary depending on the bank and what currency you want the account to be in. Most banks offer accounts in Philippine pesos and US dollars, and some also offer them in Chinese yuan and other currencies. Minimum deposits in pesos can range from P3,000 to P10,000, $60 to $200. Once you have completed all the necessary documentation and turned in your application, your account should be available quickly, possibly within the day, but you will need to wait up to 2 weeks for access to your bank card. Some banks will also require a bank reference from a former bank in your country of citizenship. They may directly make contact with your bank, or they may ask you to provide a letter of reference. Sometimes, this requirement is waived if you have been introduced to the bank by a current customer of theirs. If they ask for a reference, your application will be put on hold and not approved until they have received it. If you have a Filipino spouse, they can usually refer you and have you approved immediately. If you are having trouble with a bank, or even with one specific branch of a bank, try others. Some are more used to working with foreigners than others and will have a better understanding of the rules, or they may have more flexible bank policies to make opening a bank account in the Philippines easier. When signing up for an account, make sure you understand all of the applicable fees. Some Philippine banks charge extra to use a debit or credit card, or they may levy monthly account handling fees to manage your account. Banks are typically open from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday and closed on weekends and holidays. You can also apply online. Once you have chosen a bank, visit their official website and look for the section or page related to opening a bank account online. Many banks also provide detailed information and step-by-step instructions on their websites, which may include the following steps. 1. Familiarize yourself with the requirements for opening a bank account online. These may include valid identification documents, proof of address, and other relevant information. Ensure that you meet the specified criteria before proceeding. 2. Fill out the online application form provided by the bank. You will be asked to provide personal information, such as your full name, contact details, date of birth, and other information. 3. As part of the online application process, you may need to upload scanned copies or clear photos of your passport, proof of billing address, and any other document specified by the bank. Follow the instructions provided to submit the necessary documents securely. 4. After submitting your online application and documents, the bank will typically review and verify the information provided. The time frame for verification may vary from 3 to 7 business days depending on the bank. You may receive updates via email or SMS regarding the status of your application. 5. Once your online bank account is approved, you will typically be provided with login credentials or a temporary password to access your online banking account. Follow the instructions provided by the bank to create a secure password and set up your online banking profile. 6. After setting up your account, you will receive instructions on how to fund your account. This may involve transferring funds from another bank account, making a cash deposit, or using online payment methods. Once you have successfully set up your online bank account, take the time to explore the available services. This may include managing your account, checking balances, transferring funds, paying bills, and accessing digital banking features such as mobile banking apps. When withdrawing money, try to get a mix of higher and lower denominations, as this will make it easy to spend locally. The Philippine peso comes in denominations of 20, 50, 100, 200, 500, and 1,000, and 1 peso equals 100 centavos. Coins come in denominations of 1, 5, and 10 pesos, as well as 5, 10, 25, and 50 centavos. While big cities will regularly accept credit and debit cards for most transactions, you will definitely need cash if you are living in or traveling to a small town or rural area. The most popular banks in the Philippines include Banco de Oro, BDO, Land Bank, Philippine National Bank, PNB, Bank of the Philippine Islands, BPI, and Metrobank. BPI has special interest-earning checking account options for entrepreneurs, and Metrobank allows Filipino citizens to open accounts while abroad. Keep in mind, though, that Philippine banks are only required to provide insurance for deposits up to a maximum of P500,000, about $9,800, per individual, which is far less than in many Western countries. So, think twice before keeping large amounts of savings in onshore Philippine accounts. International banks, such as HBSC, Citibank, Deutsche Bank, and Bank of America, are also available in the Philippines. They tend to cater to expats, particularly those with lending needs, since banks in the Philippines have strict regulations on bank lending to foreigners. International banks will have higher minimums for account deposits and monthly balances, though. They may also have fewer ATMs outside of the big city centers, which could result in high withdrawal fees. Most of these major banks also feature online banking. When you are done with opening your bank account, you will be asked to access their web page and/or download the app onto your phone, so that you can register for an online account. You need to create a username and password, and the bank teller will sync these user credentials to your account in the bank. Once you have successfully registered online, you can then do bank transactions and pay bills anytime and anywhere you want. With the widespread use of smartphones and increasing internet connectivity, mobile banking has gained significant traction among Filipinos. The convenience and accessibility offered by mobile banking services have made them a preferred choice for many individuals and businesses. Mobile banking in the Philippines has also been boosted by the presence of financial technology, fintech, companies offering digital banking services such as GCash, Maya, Coins, and many others. These companies provide mobile-first banking platforms and innovative features, catering to the evolving needs of consumers who prefer digital solutions. However, it is worth noting that the popularity of mobile banking, such as paying through QR code scanning, is limited to upscale and mid-level shops such as those in malls. One of the sectors that are yet to fully adopt mobile payments are the ordinary PUV and the wet markets. To conclude, expats could very well open a bank account in the Philippines. Options may be limited if you are here for a very short time, but once you apply for your Alien Certificate of Registration Identity Card, or ACRI card, then you can open any type of bank account. What that would be would depend on your goals and preferences, but make sure you choose one of the major banks in the country, or, if you live in one of the big cities, work with the international banks. For maximum convenience, make sure you open an online account as well so that you can also transact conveniently.
Okay, folks, I hope you really enjoyed that video. Like I said, opening up an account here in the Philippines is not an easy task. So do some research and don't get frustrated. But one of the things you might want to do before you come out here is to open up a WISE account. WISE account. And that's a credit card that you can get, like I got before I came to the Philippines. You drop money in there from your checking account or your savings account, and you can use that as a checking or savings here. I also use it for grab taxis, so which helps me a lot. So I hope you enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And I will see you on the next one. Be safe.